Hello twin flames, and welcome to the Divine Masculine reading for Wednesday, Wonderful Wednesday. So I'm going to bring in a gorgeous deck today by Jayne Wallace. This is the Crystal Angel Tarot. It's really beautiful. And I'm going to bring in this deck because, crystals and crystal energy is very healing. And I feel the masculines are going through a healing right now. Now, we know as divine feminines that the divine masculine will experience things in a physical way. So they learn through their physical life. They learn through their situations, their job, their relationships, and the things they go through in their physical self. And you know as a divine feminine that you are one, that you experience things in a more spiritual way because you are more aligned with your spiritual path, your dreams, your visions, your creative energy, your connection with source, the divine, your angels, your spirit guides, the other realms. So you also know that you feel what your masculine experiences in a very physical way. So you feel them inside of you and you are sensitive to their energy, but you also experience them physically too. So today, the masculines are going through fears around reaching out and, feeling the way through life and making changes. And that affects the hands. The hands and the fingers are connected with feeling energy. What do we do with our hands? We make things happen. We channel energy through our hands. That's why my hands, when I'm doing a reading, have a life of their own. I don't not even aware of what they're doing, but they're flying all over the place because it's the way they channel energy. We rub our hands together to get warm because that creates energy. But we rub our hands together when we're excited. Oh, is it so exciting? Because that's creating energy. And you have power to heal and help, not just with your words and your thoughts and your emotions, but with your body and your hands. So the hands have power. And when we go through struggles of any kind, we can have issues in our hands. So we may get cramp in the hands, we may get cold hands, or we may have little cuts or abrasions on the fingers. And what I'm really picking up on today for the masculines is thumb pain. Now, they show it to me as a physical symptom. So something, I'll obviously experience something so that I can talk about it. And for me, as a channeler, I found through, my long journey of working with the angels now and how they channel energy, that once I experience something, as soon as I've talked and shared, as soon as I've talked about it and shared it, whatever I'm going through will just heal and go away. And it won't even be an issue. So this thumb, my left thumb was the first one that started hurting because my nail split and my nail come off, and then it's created a really, painful sore at the side of my thumb. And I thought, okay, and then the other one did the same. So it's both thumbs to prove, yes, it is actually a symptom I need to be talking about. So the physical thing, your masculine could hurt their thumbs at work. They could get a splinter in there, they may cut themselves, the nail may break or split or get ripped off, and they're in thumb pain, okay? So I feel it's sore energy, sore as in it feels sore. Instead of, it could be an ache or cramp they go through, but I feel it's more a sore. So it could be a cut or, something feels sore on their thumbs. They may also have it on other fingers, okay? Because when I was out shopping the other day, I also got a tiny little cut on my ring finger. And, the ring finger is connected with stability. So, obviously I've got an Ascension deck coming out soon. And I don't talk about all the different ones, but I do talk about hands and fingers, okay? But if you want to know and go in detail with the physical body, if it's really interesting to you, if you're thinking, why am I experiencing these things? How does this affect my journey? What do I need to know or do? Then, there is information out there that you can work with. And one of the best books I've personally found for my journey and working with energy, especially physical energy, is Heal Your Body by Louise. Now, I've got a bigger version of this, which is called How to Heal Your Life. And this is kind of the small version. So it's just easy to kind of have around and grab. Now, when I did my Ascension Oracle, I didn't use this book. Don't think I channeled this book because I didn't, okay? I sat with the energy and what the angels wanted me to portray, and I got really intense messages. So really powerful messages about the different parts of the body. And it was really interesting because after I channeled all the cards, I thought I'll just have a quick look at a couple and see if they resonate with this book, and they absolutely do. So it's amazing how we are given all the information. So, if your thumbs have been hurting, you may think, well, isn't this connected with saying yes to life and a thumbs up and, the stamp of approval and all these things. And these are things the masculines are in concern over. If you're going to give them the red light when they come forward to you, if you're going to say yes, if they can say yes to themselves, if it's a yes from the universe, these are the things on the mind. But, if you want to know, you can get a hold of one of these copies. They sell them on Amazon. It's a very powerful book. So, in here, if you go to fingers, if I go to F for fingers, it's got all the different types. I'll show you. It's got all the different types of things we go through physically. And then it's got a reason why we go through them. And then it's got an affirmation we can use to, kind of counterbalance the struggle and overcome it, instead of just trying to cover it up, putting a plaster on or taking a pill if we feel ill, or, this is how to get to the root of things, because everything that manifests in the physical, it starts in the mind. Okay, it comes from feeling, like there's some kind of dis-ease. We feel, that the peace goes out of our mind. So we may be anxious about something, struggling in fear, and it causes an imbalance. So where we may have felt peace, that peace kind of goes away and we start stressing out. And that causes a discord or a dis-ease in the mind. And that creates a dis-ease, disease in the body. Okay, even just something like cutting your finger, it means something. So if we go to fingers, they represent the details of life. Now, why is that? Because we feel our way through life. We're feeling beings because we are spiritual beings, but we're also human beings. We have a body, and that body feels, and we are touched and we touch others. So we feel. And it says, I am peaceful with the details of life. So the masculines right now are trying to get peaceful with the details of their life. And that clearly isn't happening because we've got holidays happening. And that can bring in crazy energy, arguments, conflict, panic, stress, worry, financial stuff going on. So the thumb is the representation of worry and intellect. And the ring finger represents unions and grief. So they're in pain because they're in the wrong relationship, or they're in the wrong situation, or they may be upset because they're missing you and they want your union. And they're worrying about it, and they're going through everything in the mind, and that's the intellect side of things. So I feel because of this, they've either been hurt on the ring finger or the thumbs, but I'm really picking up on the thumbs today. Okay, I'm feeling both. So obviously if your masculine is married or with a partner, it's more likely they're going to get something going on with the ring finger. But, everyone else, most masculines, they may even get thumbs and ring finger. But the thumbs especially, because that represents the details of life and the worry around it. And the intellect is about them trying to find solutions. So the affirmation is, I am peaceful with the details of life and my mind is at peace. My mind is at peace. So this is what they are needing to work on. So if the divine feminine is pressuring the divine masculine to make decisions or communicate, they're going to feel in turmoil in their mind. So the best thing to do at this time is just take a step back. And I know it's hard because we want our twin and we want them to know we care and we want to continue the connection. But you don't have to worry about that because the connection never dies. It never goes away. It's not going to get, severed or interrupted by anything. So take a moment to work on you and give back to you and send your twin love in another way, like on the 5D realm. And that will help him to feel more peaceful. The more peaceful you are, divine feminine, the more peaceful and at peace your divine masculine will be. And then they won't struggle so much with things. And the ring finger says, I am peacefully loving. So they want to be able to love you in a peaceful way without stress or struggle or concern or guilt. So that's what they're dealing with today. So we're going to do the cards as a bonus. So what's going on with the masculine today, please, angels? Straight out, there we go. We've got, wow, the High Priestess. And it says angel of power. So they're receiving power from their angels. They're receiving help from above. The High Priestess is tapping in with their intuition. and seeing things in a higher way. So the angels are helping the masculines to see through the illusion and to focus on peace. And the number 1-1, I feel the scene 11 or 11-11 is a message about awakening. So the angels are showing you the masculines are awakening to their truth, and they are going through it in a physical way. So this is how you'll know. If you're thinking, is my masculine awake? Is he dealing with worry? Is he missing me? Is he in pain over things? What's going on? And then you see him wearing a plaster on his thumb, or your thumbs start hurting, or your ring finger if he's in a relationship, or even if you're in a relationship, then you know that this is a sign from heaven of what's truly going on. So always trust your intuition and your inner vision and your inner guidance as a divine feminine, because it's always spot on, unless it's coming from the ego. And you'll know because it'll put you into a state of panic or worry or anxiety. If you feel at peace without dis-ease, you know that's coming from your higher self and your gut and your intuition. So learn to trust that. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.